Pull up the window. Okay. Let's do some cleanup while we get started, because I haven't been on in a few days. I'll deal with Discord later. That's currently out of date. Let's boot up Reaper. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm running late today. We got started with dinner late, and I had to run out and pick up the bird from the boarding at the vet. So wasn't quite on time today. Unfortunately, today is going to be very boring because all I am doing, I'm not really working on anything. My ear's really stuffy. I got swimmer's ear over the weekend because I'm a spaz and I didn't let it dry out. And also, I did not get a chance. I've been busy with my actual job, so I have had no chance to look at any of these notes and how to fix some of the things about Reaper that I want to do. So, what did I leave off with last week? So, when I click on FX, preferences. Okay, so let's see if we can dig around some of these preferences. First one. Mouse modifiers, I think I'm good. I've got the vertical, horizontal drag. Brother near to Glorf. Hello. Mod wheel, mouse wheel moves transport time selection by beats. No. Ignore mouse wheel on transport edits. No. Ignore on faders. Yes. Horizontal mouse wheel. I don't have that. What's up, Simon? You're not late. No, I am the late one today. So that's on me. Just getting back into town after a little mini vacation. Under actions. Oh, right. We did talk about this, didn't we? That scroll. Oh, actually, what is mouse wheel set to currently? Control Shift. Aha. Okay, so that's horizontal. Oh, so I just have to change these, right? So we'll delete mouse wheel and we'll add mouse wheel. That's great. I kind of just want it for navigation because I don't like it for zoom. Let's see. I don't need zoom, so we're going to remove that. Control and Alt are good, right? Like I actually do. That's pretty intuitive. I can figure that out. But what I want is scroll, I guess. Let's see. Scroll vertically. Yeah, Control Alt. That's useless to me. So we will just add. And let's just zoom this out. Haha, all right, sweet. We did it. Thank you, Rano. Appreciate it, boss. All the mouse wheel navigation stuff from the action list. That's good to know. Okay. I can, excuse me, I can erase one of my things. Scroll up vertically, so that's fixed. Shift scroll horizontal. Do I want that? I guess technically I do. So that way, what is shift plus scroll? Can I search for alt? So shift, not shit, shift plus. Okay, you can see what you have shift. So I don't have that. Mouse. Oh, actually, we just want to scroll horizontally. So that one is a horizontal wheel, which I don't have. Oh, do I have that for 2 controls? Alt plus mouse wheel. Yeah, today's going to be a boring day, ladies and germs, because I'm just kind of handling some. I'm handling cleanup because it's a shit that I didn't get to last week. Work kicked my ass, not in a bad way. I'm stepping up to a problem that we really needed to address, and then I went on vacation, so I didn't get a chance to do any real productive work. Oh man, thank you, Simon. Appreciate the donation, as always. Find shortcut button to check. Oh, it's up there. Perfect. Find shortcut. Shift. Okay, so shift in mouse wheel is not used. Find shortcut. Alt mouse wheel. Is that the only one? Okay, that is the only one. Scroll horizontally. Oh, I'm dumb. It is working. So Alt. So let's see. I almost sent you 2.2K. See, this is the danger, man. You gotta be careful. You can't go overblown. I have no idea how to send a refund. I'd have to look that up and be like, reject donation or somehow, and then you'd be in some deep shit because I wouldn't know how to do it. Okay. So do I want what's intuitive? I think just regular ass mouse wheel works for what I want. Now let me. Okay. Regular scroll wheel's good. Middle drag, good. Okay, so if you screwed up, you could request a refund. Yeah, because that money doesn't clear my bank account for like 2 months or something. So that wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so regular mouse, control, or shift. Control's okay. Control's okay. Probably. Okay, horizontal scroll should be shift. So add shift, boom, yeah. And then we'll remove alt. And then I'll zoom horizontal with alt. Zoom horizontally. Yeah, which I don't have that, so we're just doing this. It's interesting. They assume people have a 3D scroll wheel, which I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. So yeah, so that's your scales, and then these are your moving around. Perfect. Okay, that's great. All right, so shift scroll horizontal. Okay, so our scrolls are set. That's a note to call my great uncle, so don't forget that. Automation colors are going to probably come from themes. Those are work notes. Okay, click to add MIDI. Oh, right. And we already figured out that's literally just default control drag, which is A-OK. So if I go, yeah. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. What's going on here? All right. So now the only things left to do, I want to have it to when a plugin opens. So, okay, if I go and I say add and I just pick something, right? Let me not just pick something random, but low impact. Let's go with some from Kilohertz. I want it to open by default in this browser because I don't need it to pop up as this. So yes, I know there's going to be a shortcut to go to the browser. I bet you there's settings here that I haven't thought of. FX plugin settings. Automatically resize FX windows. Yes. Auto dock new FX chain windows. Yes, that's what I wanted. So let's try that again. So add just a quickie kilohertz gain. That did not do what I expected. No. Add cage filter. Okay, that's not auto doing anything that I expected. So why? Okay, I'm gonna go down. We're gonna remove this. Go back to those settings again. Properly read FX plug settings. Oh, it's a chain window. So well, chain is what it'll be. Make sure you export your config for next time use. Yes, that's actually the last thing that I have. I want to make sure that I have my export saved somewhere. So this is all. Action, view FX chain of current last touch track and set a hotkey to it. Right, but wouldn't setting this auto dock new FX chain windows, it's docking it to this, right? Because that's what I would think it would do. Hey, save for the shirt, man. We should have news on that in the next month or two. My wife's working on a business plan, and so with that, she's going to help me with some design stuff. Okay, let's see. Only one FX window open at a time. I don't care about that. It's up tube ID. Show FX list on right side of chain windows. What does that mean? Oh, did I not apply this? Maybe that's why. I thought I did. Docking like docking the whole window. Yeah, because I figure when I open an FX thing and I add it to the thing, my expectation isn't to pull it up into a window, it's to pull it here. But just for my own amusement, let's go to the action list. Yeah. Just to see what view FX chain. Oh, see, and now I don't know why would it have docked it here? So it opened it in the Docker? Well, that's not useful. Close. Yeah, no, that's not useful to me. Hmm. pad still brings it up by default here too. I feel like I'm just missing a dumb setting. Show effects splashes inaccessible. Do not create undue points when closing windows. Show effects list on. This one may be a forum question. It's not terribly important. It's just a for my brain the way I think. Floating positioning. Auto open FX windows after quick add. Auto open adding an empty FX chain. No, actually, I don't want that. Auto open effects windows after quick add. Auto float newly created windows. That's what it is. Okay, hang on. This should do it. There it goes. Let's go. Okay, that was it. That is done. For my part, I generally think of I look at things one at a time in the effects chain. And if I have to blow it out and look at multiple things, it's just nice to start from this position, then open all my windows up versus adding a bunch of windows, then collapsing them down, then looking at a list. It's easier to start with the list and then break it up. Cool. So that's done. Oh, my stomach is rumbly. I may be running off to the restroom briefly. Sorry guys, this stream's gonna suck. It's gonna be short, and I'm gonna be gone for 10 minutes because my bowels have just decided you were on an airplane and now they're sad. So, okay. Let's see about exporting the config file. So before I go take a dump, options, preferences. Let's figure out where we can do this. And then what we're going to wrap up today with is theme stuff. Short but banger. No music happened. I literally did cleanup of my system, and then it's banger of a stream, bro. It's it was not. All right, I do apologize. I do have to run to the restroom. I will be back in a few minutes. My body is angry. Traveling, man, it does stuff to your body as you get older. When you get on a plane, that pressurization just something goes awry. All right, we'll be right back. All right, give me a sec. Oh, hello. I'm alive. My toilet, much less so. Holy cow. Okay, I am back. Let me see what I missed. I'm gonna watch anyway. Short still banger. Play the music in the background. Oops. I relate with bowel problems by Locknar. Locknar will return after the break. Yes. All right. Woo. Okay. Where the fuck do I export my preferences? So let's see. The action list. Export configuration. Oh. Okay, so holy crap. Plugin presets. Interesting. I don't have any plugin presets right now. FX chains. Okay, definitely won't want to look into this more, but I don't have track templates. I don't have project templates yet. Those are pretty easy to faff around. Scripts, JSFX for sure. No, because I'm actually not using a lot of them right now. I want to keep this pretty lean. Okay. Just the configuration, and then we'll go theme shopping. Cool. What's today's date? So 06/10/2024. Config only. Reaper config. I was listening to music earlier. I recommend Justice. Such amazing background music. Love me some Justice. Asterisk. Controversial opinion. Actually, it's totally uncontroversial. Their Genesis album was their only really good album. Ever since then, they kind of became wet noodles. I found their everything after Genesis felt very flat. It all got really. It's not even poppy's the word, but they went more like French house disco style, and they leaned away from what made them kind of interesting. They were grittier Daft Punk. They were more punk rock. And then they kind of went away from that. I still like them. I still think they've made some good albums, but none of them are as good as the first one. All right. Wrote 18 files to the config. Yay, we backed it up. The big ATP sold out. What's up, man? Yeah, sorry, you are coming back to a day that's going to be very boring. I was at the beach. Oops. Let me get the camera. I was at the beach. I managed to get water all up in this ear, and I've given myself a minor swimmer's ear infection. So that's on me. So I don't really want to work on audio while my ear's all stuffy. I also left a laundry list of shit to do last week because my day job was all busy and shit. So I didn't get a chance to do any of these configurations or things I wanted to look up. FX by default, we got that. Oh, okay, that last one's really fiddly and actually not important. So now let's go theme shopping, Brop leak. Good old Brop. All right, so now I guess I'm just gonna Rano. What do? I Google for Reaper themes, and then I guess it's one of those. It'll probably have instructions on how to load it. So let's close. For now, I didn't do anything here. Yeah, don't save the setup. Glad I'm okay. Oh, I'm fine. I had a wonderful time. I was hanging out with family. Oh yeah, let me update. Yay. Discord. You just double click the theme and it loads it. Cool. All right, let me update. And then let me make sure not to dox you. Put grid lines under medium items. It looks cool. Grid lines. What? I just updated it. No, close. Oh, because it hasn't updated the database. That's why. Can I show the whole song so far? Yeah, sure, I can play it for a second. I mean, it's not really a song, it's just a loop, but I can open that back up quick. Here. All right, it's apparently an ad's playing. Oh, I can just skip the ads. Boom. Skipped ads. All right, I'll let this ride. So what did we leave off with? We had a nice little bass line. It's really all we got. And then I was kind of fiddling with some melody stuff. Yeah, we had that kind of resonant thing they were playing with. And then we had this. Yeah, that's a fun little bit that we can fiddle with later. But yeah, the meat of it starting with this little bass line thing. The audio is funky. Yeah, it's because it's bleeding in from my microphone. I haven't turned it off yet. But yeah, how do I like the piano roll? Firstly, I love that it's a pop-out window. I think that's one of the things that I was frustrated with is this. All of these interfaces, like Ableton and everyone else, they have this docked view that's always at the bottom. So then I have to blow this up to get it over here to do something and then see it. Having a pop-up window is great because if I... Oh, well, my window... Speaking of windows. Uh-oh. A little sticky. Close it and then open it again. Yeah, that's just a Linux goofy thing. But you've got the... I like the pop-out window. I think that the color-coded notes, especially for velocities by default, is nice. I like that you have all of the different MIDI channels that are active at the same time. So that's pretty good. I kind of wish you could do automation stuff in the MIDI take section, but that's kind of neither here nor there because I can just blow up the timeline here and look at these nicely here. And I really like that automation items they have their own looping mechanism. So you can actually really, you could do automation, take that clip and pair it over. A lot of other DAWs will pair these elements together and not give you an opportunity to separate them. where it's like this starts paired together, but then I can break them apart as I need to. FL Studios pop up, but everything docked is like Bitwig. Yeah, Bitwig and Ableton both do that way. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try. I think, why isn't Discord updating? Oh, ugh. Hang on, Rano. I know you're sending me a bunch of shit, but I haven't updated my computer and now it's mad. Is OBS on the list? So I don't want it to like update OBS, then crash OBS, and then we're all kind of upset, cancel. So okay, that should update now. We're gonna close out Reaper, and then we're gonna go get that also. No, don't save. But yeah, no, so much. So far so good. I'm liking the fiddly startup is hard, but as I'm getting used to it, I can see myself really liking Reaper a lot. We won't have a real answer for at least 30 days. I want to, now that I'm back home and I'm going to be gone next Friday, I'm going to be at a concert, but other than that, I have a pretty normal schedule. In my free time, I'd like to work on some stuff. During the streams, I want to work on some stuff and finish a song start to finish and see how I feel in the end. Do I keep using it or do I kind of suffer? Do I go back to Bitwig and work where I'm more familiar? Now, I'm curious because Bitwig's about to put out an update that is GPU accelerated graphics for the interface. I have a feeling that's going to fix a lot of the silly shit that I've been dealing with when the whole system locks up. But we'll find out when we get there. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, looking for my password. Yes, I need to update all this shit. Stong. Life of the Linux user. That is absolutely true. There's all sorts of fiddly shit that happens, but I don't want Windows up in my shit no mo. I'm done. Especially with the Copilot stuff. It's that Copilot recall horseshit that they're about to shove in everyone's faces is bad. Anyone with a security background is looking at that like it's going to be a bad time for those involved. Should have gone for Mint. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to end up learning Linux Mint anyway because I'm going to be convincing my family, like my parents, to try Linux, and I'm going to convince my father-in-law to try Linux. And Linux Mint is kind of the one that I think is going to be the easiest one to get them to use. So then I have to learn how it works so I can troubleshoot for them when they have problems down the road. So it's funny you mentioned Linux Mint. I'm probably going to end up learning a lot of it. Ultimately, though, I am begrudgingly a fan of Arch's rolling release stuff, and having the package manager be this robust has been very useful. What is it? Kira. Oh, Kira's a bin. Okay, for my slicer. Pink, the only thing Reaper needs to change is the GUI of the sampler in that browser rather than everything. Everything than that, everything's customizable. Yeah, the RIA sampler or RIA with Sample-O-Matic 5000 probably needs those kind of changes. I think Reaper's in a really good place, though. It's not intuitive to jump in. I had a lot of help, particularly from Rano down there. He's been super helpful. And I've had to ask a lot of questions. The documentation is really robust, but it doesn't quite capture. Reaper is made by somebody who knows what they want, and they assume everybody wants it the same way they did. It's how all the documentation was written. It's how the interface kind of defaults to shit. But once you start peeling it apart and customizing it, it becomes whatever you need it to be. So That sort of stuff I've been finding super helpful from a user perspective. Can't wait to try out Linux when I'm on my own. I'll probably first start computer since it's the only type I'm somewhat familiar with besides HP. Honestly, the other thing too is Linux distros just work on anything. Unless you've got some weird hardware config, most shit will just run it fine, and you won't have to think about it all that much. There's more unreleased, scrapped whip songs for MPN. You got all of them. There wasn't that many. We had Jackal never got finished. Skanks never got finished. That was just a loop. A lot of the whips ended up getting redone too. Mostly because I had switched between computers, so I had lost a lot of synthesizer data. I had to remake a lot of synths, so things that were perfect before probably changed a little bit. Default Reaper was a pretty bad experience for me. I did mostly record basic mixing, which was decent for. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing with Reaper. Reaper's default user is not a producer, they are a recording engineer. That's kind of the first thing that it's good at, and I'll bet there are way more studios that use Reaper as the mixing interface and the recording interface than they're probably eating at least 20%, 30% of market share from Avid. I don't think there's going to be as many Pro Tools places after the last 20 years of Reaper, because there's just, you put whatever you want together for your studio space and then it just works. So their defaults for that kind of stuff makes sense, but redoing for your next OG song. Jackal is a weird one. The short answer is probably not. I didn't really like the bass synth. It was too it sounded too much like a DJ I used to know called Figure. He does like a horror show that he puts together. All right, Random Joy, let's get you. All right, we're gonna switch back to desktop. We're gonna then pull these open. Piece theme, first one. Pulling this out. Oops. No, not my chat. My flawless. There it is. All right. Nope. Wasn't the thing I grabbed. Oh, because it was down below. All right, let's try that again. Come on. You go back in the corner. All right, so first up, we've got piece theme. Okay. All right, you got the light gray. Pretty clean. The colors chosen so that it's not too colorful and not too contrasty, not too bright, which is important. I can see that. It's pretty clean. I do like clean. I'm assuming with these themes, people will go and there's it's not, you have to do a little bit of programming to get it to work, like some scripting level stuff. All right, okay, so this is Reaper Tips. Reaper Tips theme does look pretty good. I like that it's a little bit darker. So you can download that from his thing and donate if you want to. His videos are good, by the way. I do like them. They've been helpful. Again, producer oriented. I think is coming from a producer background. A lot of the stuff he talks about looks pretty good. Yeah, you need some basic scripting. Okay. Neptune. Ooh, I like that. That's nice and dark. I do like me a high contrast theme because I'm blind. Let's see. Not sure how I feel about and this is me being silly, but the muted pastel colors here, because if I'm seeing them here, it's what it defaults to when you're adding stuff. You can change it anytime. I know. So not bad. my favorite. Then there's Beatwing. I'll have to Google that one. Okay, so somebody just made the default Bitwig theme. Okay, that's pretty funny. I'm not mad at that. They actually have a really good design language for that one. Let's see. Flat Madness. What is Flat Madness? Let's see. Oh, interesting. This looks like a... Huh. That's actually pretty decent. It's got some character, but it's all... You know what I like about it? It's the smooth colors. It's all blocked and very simple. Funny enough, that was actually one of the best things about Fmod. So the intermediary layer with for the video game, you could really tighten things up with a very clean interface. Flat Madness is actually pretty cool. Sorry guys, if I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm also like my mini me screen only has room for chat or Discord, so I'm kind of pulling up Discord to check these out. I'm good on Ableton. I don't need an Ableton theme. I used that shit for a decade and a half. Oh, okay, another clean one. It's like bare bones, minimal. I dig that. Let's see. CSIX. Let's see. This feels very Cubase-y, and I never really used Cubase, but I'm seeing some of that here. Okay, interesting. Oh god, this is just like everything else in life. You start looking at all the details and you're like, what do I do? What do I pick? I don't know. Oh, this one scales to 200% though. All right. No lie. My eyes are crappy and I try to blow things up and they look ugly sometimes. So if it's got a high DPI, I didn't realize there were themes with that in mind. That's pretty cool. So, well, let me Google it then. Let's see. Okay, so that didn't. So I'll have to just check and see if it mentions that it has high DPI stuff. Did either of these mention it? The anti-theme. Let's see. Oh, it's just gray. You are soulless. You are colorless. That's funny. Let's see. Phase Lab, Reaper theme. Up to 200%. Oh, I like these. I actually like that the measurements are kind of thrown out on there, or at least tick values, even if they're arbitrary. Just good to kind of read. It's good to have a visual indication of just that little chip, because you're like, okay, is it that chip? Is it that chip? It starts to look the same. All right, bet. Let's try it. So, download it. I want this. Am I dumb? Sorry, buddy. I'm just gonna try it. If I like it, maybe I'll donate. All right, let's see. Download. Save. All right. So now, how do we install a theme? It's because they need to remake the theme 3 times. I figure. Oh, it's okay. I'm already on Gumroad with that crap email, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. So now, I guess I open Reaper first, and then I probably just import theme. Double click to open the theme file. That's assuming that my system knows what that is supposed to be for. But we'll see. Okay. So, downloads. Yeah, okay. I need to probably pop open. Themes. Well, it's not theme adjuster. I probably have to put it somewhere. All right, let's see. Well, if I open with Reaper, it'll probably just open, right? Well, that didn't do it. Tried to open it as a project. Yeah, I don't think the pathing and Arch quite knows what to do with that. Unless I need to unpack it. Correct. That's not very helpful, readme. Oh, is it this? Okay, so colored. I gotcha. Hey, there you go. Okay, so this is... That's kind of ugly. See, theme colors, global. I can up the contrast. Those texts are really hard to see. Yeah, I kind of figure there's some of them will have instructions, some won't. I'll tell you what, though, I like that you install a theme and then you can just switch between themes. So that's something I can do in my free time. Just kind of install them, see how they look, kind of fill with it from there. Yeah, I'm not sure if that one just installed bad. Check the Reaper Tips one. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Let's try that one. I'll do that before I get off of here. Download the Reaper Tips theme. I want this. Sorry, buddy.
$9? It defaulted to $9? Okay. Download. Save. Oops. Yeah, Phase Lab was like mid. So. And I'm assuming, well, yeah, I saw themes were one of the things that you could say save with the config stuff. So that's pretty cool. Why is it not? I guess open with arc, extract. TCP right side FX. That's the, what's it, control panel. Well, we'll do the default one for now. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty clean. How do I change the color of an automation? Ah, you know what? Put that on the list. Change, so theme shopping and change. Oh, so automation lanes are given a palette of default colors then that you can't actually go and manually change one like you do with clips. Because I can change the color clip here, right? Item properties. Did it the other day. Well, anyway, so themes. What is it? Under theme development. So themes, theme adjuster, that's control. I'll have to look that up in a little bit. No, but this is a good start. And then they're arbitrarily you can go between the two. So like if I'm sitting here like I can't see this, I can switch to another theme to make myself happier or unhappier. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Clip color. Yeah, where is? Oh, here we go. Item sendings. Properties? I could have sworn it was a right click thing. I totally saw it too. Item and take colors. There it is. So we were able to set it to one random color. Theme development, show theme tweak window. Oh, here we go. Automation. That's cool though. You can save defaults. God, this thing it just gets deep as you want it to be. Envelopes. Oh, okay. Let me go back. Show action list. Theme. And effects parameter 3. I would go with, I don't know, make it this for now. Yeah. Cool. So So it'll just cycle these 4 colors then as I go for FX 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Noted. Well, but then again, I don't really care because as long as they're visually different enough, I can make it work. I just need a palette that I like. Which theme shopping should help with that. Okay. Well, for today, I know that's a pretty lame cutoff point. I know I was barely on for like an hour. Oh, let me skip the ads here. Yeah, y'all ain't watching ads today. So this is homeworky shit that I wanted to do last week and I didn't get a chance to do. So thank you for not being terribly butthurt about that. I need a shop for a theme, which I can do in my own time. Oh, hey, Mr. Locknar, what do you think about funk? And would you ever do funk? Funk is either really hit or mostly miss. 99% of the time, I think they are trash sample songs that just don't go anywhere. But then there's the 1 or 2 that just have that driving beat and that driving sample and that they rule. I think I could probably count, if I were to peruse the collection of funk songs, I could find 10 good ones and then put the rest in the not good pile. But yeah. So Friday we're good. I'll be here Friday. I'll be here Monday. I'll be gone following Friday. I'll be at the Andy C concert, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully this ear thing is gone by this weekend. I'll be pissed if it's not. So shop for themes, easy peasy. That's just me digging around. I kind of cleared out my laundry list of shit that was bugging me, so now it's just right. So we need to work on the actual music, make something good. What was I gonna do? There was something that I was thinking about. Oh, so this is something that's gonna probably change, not this month, not next month, but the following month. So, Twitch has made a pretty big announcement. They partnered with a lot of these distributors so that people can DJ on the platform now. And the reason that they had to work with the distributors is to get the rights for radio play for all of the songs in all of these catalogs. So now DJs aren't going to get immediately hit with copyright claim when they're just doing a DJ set. Mechanical royalties will get split out from their ad revenue and their bits and whatever the fuck else is going on. And then everybody's happy. So, because of that, I have had that DJ controller for like a year and a half now, and I've been meaning to practice because if my dumbass wants to go out on the road and play some gigs, I actually have to do a fucking good job on the decks, and I can't be a total spaz when I get there. So I think probably once a week, maybe not once a week, maybe once every other week, we might have to start doing some of these streams on Twitch just to do the DJ sets on Twitch. And then if that's working out, I'll probably simulcast to Twitch for the production streams too. Because yeah, I want to practice. I think practicing with an audience, and if I'm fucking up, it's funnier. But also, it's just good to practice with people because it's kind of boring to DJ by yourself. If you're DJing by yourself, it's just you're listening to music with extra effort. And it's like, hey, not for nothing. I'm going to work on getting good at this so we can all enjoy it together. So I'll figure that out. I'll set Twitch up, and then we'll do once in a while, regularly, some DJ sets. So that's going to be fun. What DJ controller should I buy? I don't know about should you buy, but I'll tell you what I bought and I'll tell you why. So, this is the DJ Flex 4. Here, let me get here. So, Flex 4, you've got a really simple setup. Two CDJ platters, middle mixer, basic FX controls, and 2-channel mixing. Now, and these are nice too because these actually have an audio card in them. So if you don't actually have like a whole fucking rig like I do, you can just plug this in and it'll be the audio card to power your speakers and everything else. The reason I got this one is primarily speaking with the kind of music that I play. I'm not going to do a whole lot of mashups that are larger than 2 songs. You hear the shit that I make. It's really busy. I'm only going to ever be doing a lot of quick cuts and some blends. I'm not going to do double drops all that much. And just by virtue of the shit that I enjoy and with the things that I'm going to do, I want to practice that. Also, getting really good at like the simplest setup makes you a better performer when you're out on stage with just a lot of shit going on, and it forces you to focus on things independently. The other reason I went with the Flex 4 is that this is all primarily designed with Rekordbox in mind. Rekordbox is made by the company formerly known as Pioneer DJ. They were the premier CDJ provider and mixer provider for clubs around the country and around the world. And now they're called Alpha Theta, it doesn't matter, but Rekordbox is their digital platform that lets you basically configure all your shit at home, plug it into a CDJ, and then your whole library is pulled in really easy with all your cue points and everything else set up. With that said, those fuckers don't support Linux at all. So what I'll end up doing is practicing on something called Mix, which is MIXXX. They are an open source initiative that is basically trying to be a, hey, we're not shitty big company and we're making a free version. It's never going to truly be compatible, so I'm not going to be able to make my whole thing in Mix and then bring it over to Rekordbox. But what I will do is put all the shit together in Mix, export it for like on a set per set basis, and then have some extra stuff done, and then redo it in Rekordbox later. I'm not on the road yet. No one's kicking down my door for bookings yet. We haven't started hustling that shit yet. But when we do, I want to be ready. So practicing the actual DJing, kind of like the DAW. It doesn't matter what DAW you're fucking using. Are you mixing 2 tracks together? Yes. Okay, use whatever. But then I'll set up the things for the road. I don't know. I will probably try and see if Rekordbox opens on Linux. Oh, see you later, Simon. Take it easy, boss. I will try and see if I can get Rekordbox to work on Linux. I don't think that I will. I've seen already, at least as of like a couple years ago, it was really crappy. But, you know, whatever. And ultimately, when I was out on the road before, guys, I was an Ableton DJ. I used my laptop and I played tracks together, and I had a couple mashups with a couple controllers, just like this Launchpad over here, right? I would smash things up. I was painfully amateurish as a DJ. Too many songs at once, too many things happening, too many effects. It was very noisy, it was very messy. Mercifully, nobody remembers those days, so that's fine. Getting into it and practicing properly. What's nice about shit like this and learning how to deal with CDJs is that my happy ass is going to travel on the road with 4 things: a USB stick, a backup USB stick, a backup CD, or actually 2 backup CDs, but 2 backup CDs, and then a 5th thing, which will be a backup MP3 player in case everything I brought with me is corrupted and I have to play something. And it's like, cool, I'm just going to play a pre-recorded set and then get the MC to just have a good time, and we're going to act like maniacs and call it a day. But otherwise, you end up like that Grimes lady and just totally implode at Coachella because you don't know how your shit works. Good job. But yeah, so I want to be portable because bringing all that laptop shit and everything else was a huge haze back in the day. And it's not like I used any of it. Not really. Not in a way that was meaningful. So yeah, anyway, Twitch making it easier to DJ on platform. Definitely going to start practicing this. It'll be Locknar's house party that we'll just do shit and have a fun time. I bought a USB and found it corrupted. Yeah, no shit. That's the thing. these people will go out with no backups and then be surprised when their entire set doesn't work. And it's like, but it's a new USB. It's like, USBs fail. Like, you just got to know to have like extra shit with you that's not going to explode. So I'll be anal and just be like covering myself and hoping it's good. But that's neither here nor there. It'll be fun to practice. It'll be fun to hang out too. Like, we're just going to listen to good shit and have a good time. Cloud backup. I mean, cloud backup's good, but it's useless to you if you're at a club. Do you really want to trust them with the Wi-Fi to hope that your set broadcasts from somewhere? Fuck no. And I know Beatport's got Beatport Cloud and that other places are starting to do cloud shit. Hell no. That ain't going to work on a big stage. Something goes wrong. The Wi-Fi goes down. You really want your set to just not happen because the Wi-Fi crapped out? Fuck that. You have your shit with you and you have it ready to roll so it works on its own. But anywho's. Well, gentlemen, ladies, germs, I will see you guys on Friday. Thanks for coming by, and we'll be rocking and rolling this weekend. Take it easy.